DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts. Back to the same target, Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Joe Tryon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert. 29 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, Hurts. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They go play action with Hurts. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a BUCS first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a toss right side with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Opting to run again here with White. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On a handoff, it's White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This ball complete to Durham. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back 1st downs.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Levante David in on the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Play fake. Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And his kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. He'll look to set up his blockers. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You ready to roll? Let's go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go. That's a big one. That's a big one. They can't stop us. What's up, baby? What's up? It's one play at a time, baby. You got to pick this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Let's go, man. Dig down deep.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. Now a give up the middle. This is White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by Durham. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keeft from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. White running to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They go with White on the counter.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 59 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught down the field by Palmer. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 82 yards. And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Well, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He got 29 yards that time.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 27 yards.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Who's going to make a play, baby? Come on, baby. Get low. Let's rock and roll.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, here's Tompkins. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run the draw play. This is White.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Well, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Barkley.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
It's showtime, baby. We got to be big time now. Keep our boys. Here we go. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. We got time. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield. That's complete to Otten.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Mayfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
And his pass incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. He's got Otten.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Now Mayfield.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a second.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.